Hey guys, so, what? Yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Roman just asked me if we were doing another video again, and I said, yeah, of course, because we've been doing it every day, and so he's like, probably like, what the heck is going on?
I'll talk to you.
Yeah, you'll talk to them. Okay, he wants to talk to you first.
I'm watching Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol, my favorite movie.
Anything else?
Yeah. I'm watching Paw Patrol. See it?
Oh, they see it's Christmas on Paw Patrol. Anyway, so trying to get my internet working because it's last night before we went to bed. I was trying to upload my vlog from yesterday, which by the time you guys see this video, it'll be 2 days ago, but it'll, in the virtual world, it'll be yesterday. But we filmed it 2 days ago. So anyway, so the cable box like went out for some unknown reason. I don't know why. And then the internet stopped working on our laptop and our computer, and then it was going slow on my phone, but it was still kind of working on the tablet, and then it just like completely cut off. So I've been trying to get our internet working so that we can upload the rest of our videos. And let's see, I couldn't sleep last night because of the hectic day I had, and so I was really just stressed out. I couldn't get my mind to shut off, so I got up out of bed, not being able to sleep, at 4 a.m. and I did like an hour workout, which I usually don't work out that long. Like I usually just work out for like a half an hour. So I did a full hour. I was doing all my, things that I do when I work out, and then I was done, and I was like, it doesn't feel right. I feel like I need to do more. So I guess I was slightly addicted to working out at 4 a.m. this morning. So then I fell back asleep and got to sleep for 2 more hours before Roman woke up. And let's see, he woke up, and then he got up, and then he came out here after he ate his breakfast, and so like no more than like an hour and a half after he woke up, he decided he was gonna crash on the floor and watch Paw Patrol with his Dusty Crop Hopper blanket and just be the lazy bones. So we missed his appointment this morning. He had an appointment for a surgery consult for his tonsils and his adenoids, and I had Andy call this morning because I could have sworn it was in the afternoon. I thought it was like around 2 or 3. I was pretty positive it was 2:40 actually. And he called and he was just verifying what time it was, and because he had to leave to go do some stuff, and he needed to make sure he'd be back in time because we have a flat on his car, so he's got a flat right now, and we haven't had time for him to change the tire yet. So he's been using my Volkswagen for the past couple weeks, and so he called and he wanted to know when the appointment was, and they said it was at 8:40, and so we missed his appointment, didn't even know about it. Oh, I'm so upset with myself because we've been waiting over a month to get this appointment. So he originally had one way back in February, but then things got really bad with my dad, and so I just, because Roman's still so little, I thought, you know what, it's not like they're infected or anything, they're just really large, so it's better to take him out now than when he's an adult. But he didn't like absolutely have to have it like at that moment, like he wasn't going to, nothing bad was going to happen to him. So my friend, who's my friend on Facebook, who used to be my friend and Andy's friend, actually she was Andy's friend first, her and her husband, and then she became my friend as well before Andy and I got married, and then for a little bit after we got married, and then she kind of changed, so we just kind of like, we don't really hang out with her or anything anymore, like we just live like a different type of life, and we don't we just don't have anything in common anymore, so we don't really hang out, but we're still Facebook friends or whatever. And she posted this post this morning to Facebook about that she found a baby bat in her room this morning, and apparently she has kept it, or she is like fostering it for a little while, I guess. But she posted a picture of it. She thinks it's totally adorable. I think it's ugly as sin. I don't like bats. They're so gross. And Andy said, you know, you're doing something wrong when you have bats inside your house trying to like make nests and stuff. But I'm gonna show you this picture of it. It's so horrible. Pet. Look at, she's got it all wrapped up like a little baby. So ugly. Ew. Looks like a miniature kitten with ugly ears and an ugly face and ugly wings. It's a vampire. Ugh. So then she also posted this other thing too, about this couple, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this circulating around on the internet, about the couple who welcomed their 100th grandchild the other day. And it got me thinking, like, what if the Duggars kids all had 19 kids? They would have like 380 grandchildren. Like, you would never be able to go to all of their, first of all, how would you even be able to keep track of their names when you have that many? That's too many names to keep track of. Plus your own kids' names, and you wouldn't remember exactly how old they are or exactly which one looks like what, because it's just too many to keep track of. And like, you wouldn't be able to go to like all of their birthday parties. You'd have to like split it up. Like, this year we're gonna go to these grandkids' birthday parties, and then this year we're gonna go to these grandkids' birthday parties, and this year we'll spend Christmas with these ones and then Christmas with these. Cause could you imagine trying to buy 380 presents for Christmas plus your 20, so 400 presents for Christmas? I mean, that would be insanity. Like, the amount of money you would have to spend would be because absolutely ridiculous, because average, let's say on the cheap end, so they spend $20 on each kid. What is that, like 20? I don't even know. It's a lot of money. I'd have to do the math on that one, but that's just crazy. I couldn't imagine having that many grandkids, let alone even like this couple, 100. Like, that is a lot. Like, I feel very bad for those grandkids, because maybe they're not going to get to know their grandparents the way that a normal family would if they only had like 5 or 6 kids at the most. So I just thought I'd share that. I like to do little rants or put my commentary on things like that, so you'll see a lot of that in my daily vlogs and my other videos. It's just my opinion on things. Like, I'm gonna do my best to keep like my personal opinion about like religion and politics and, you know, all of that stuff like to myself for the most part. But I don't think there's any harm in giving an opinion on a tabloid, for sure. So yeah, crazy. So we have to call the manufacturer of this gate, because this baby gate at the top of our stairs, because it broke. It just like, when we opened it, it just like snapped off. So we tried to zip tie it and put duct tape on it, but we got some donuts in a cup from Walmart.
Hi.
Roman's watching Police Boys before he goes to sleep. Huh, baby?
I need to finish my Disney Channel.
So, say hello.
Hello.
Look at me. Say goodnight.
Good night.
Say goodnight.
Good night.
Say, I'm getting ready to go to bed.
I'm getting ready to go to bed.
And then Mommy's gonna work out and go to bed too.
And Mom is going to work out and go to bed too.
Say bye.
Bye.
So I just got Roman put down to sleep, and now I'm going to get to the pharmacy to get my thyroid prescription. I've been like out of my thyroid pill for 2 days, and so I haven't taken it because I haven't had time to go and pick it up, and I kind of like spaced it, and I've just been like lagging, like really like tired and just not feeling right. So I definitely have to get those, because if you just like even skip 1 day of your thyroid pill, like you just like especially when you're just like getting started after, you know, doing it normally after not really being on it for a long time, or yeah, being off of it for like a really long time and kind of just skipping around with it. Like, you definitely have to like make sure you take it, because otherwise, you know, because technically it's like my system's just restarting up again because I had just gotten into this mode of taking them like every day properly. So to be out of them is just like a disaster. So I'm going to get those right now. But when I was putting Roman to bed, it was so cute. He was not wanting to go to sleep because he wanted to watch his YouTube video, and he wanted to, and then I said no. I said it's time to go to sleep, so he wanted to make an excuse to watch Paw Patrol, and I said no, it'll be here for you tomorrow. And he just had all these excuses. So I finally convinced him to go to sleep, and Andy had to help me get him into bed because he just was like throwing a fit. And once I got him in and laid down, he was like, "Mom, can you put my police boys away so I don't lose it?" And I was like, "Sure," which is his YouTube channel he watches. "Mom, can you put my Paw Patrol toys up so they don't get ruined, but don't put them away so I can find them?" I was like, "Sure." It was just so cute. And then he was like, "Can I cuddle with this Paw Patrol? Will you lay in my bed with me?" And so cute. Like, I just never like really imagined like having, okay, when you try to conceive, like you're actually trying to conceive a child, you know, you get in that mode. Like, I don't know how it is for like the moms who like just like achieve that goal like right away within the first month or two of trying, but when you've been trying for a really long time, several months or even years, like I know a lot of the moms on YouTube who do trying to conceive vlogs and whatnot and are part of these mom communities, like they totally understand this part. When you're trying to conceive a child, like, you imagine what it's going to be like to have a child, but like not to this extent, I don't think. Like, you imagine what it's like to have like a newborn and a little baby, and kind of what it's like to be a mom, and what school are you going to send them to, what language are you going to teach them, like if you have a different language other than English, or you're like, or you're bilingual or whatever, what religion, what doctor, you know, how do you want to, you know, have your child, like, do you want to do hospital birth or whatever, home birth, what kind of mom do you think you're gonna be, you know, are you gonna be like that shark mom, or like the lion mom, or the, I guess it's called free range parenting, but whatever, you know, like, or natural mom, or whatever, and you think about all those things, and then you even plan like what you want for your child, like as far as their future, and even like the near future, you know, like what do you want for them as a baby, what gear do you want, what clothes do you want to put them in, you know, what brands are you going to use, what do you want the nursery or your baby's space to look like, you know, and like you really get into all that kind of stuff, and you start like looking at everything and kind of like window shopping, and you just like paint this idea. And you kind of wonder, you know, like what would it be like to have like an older kid, but you don't really realize it until it's actually here and happening. And like, I remember even after I had Roman, I was like, I wonder what it's gonna be like when he's 4. You know, he's a little newborn, or not even, like we were like, oh, I wonder what it's gonna be like when he's a newborn, or when he's 1. So you'd get to where, when they're 1, and then you're just like, kind of like, you're like, wow, you know, like this is not what I expected, but at the same time, like it's almost like you're used to it already because you were like leading up to it, and you're watching them grow every day, every second of the day, and then you ask yourself the same question again, what's it going to be like when they're 2, you know, and the same thing, you know, it's the same type of deal. So now that we're at 4, you know, I remember looking back when he was only a couple months old and being like, what is it gonna be like when he's like a preschooler age? And now I know. But even though we're at that point now where he is, you know, a preschooler, you know, I'm still, you know, I'm thinking about, you know, now that he's past the baby stage and he's into the toddler and preschooler age, I'm thinking to myself, gosh, I wonder what it's going to be like to have this, you know, 10, 11, 12-year-old running around, and what is he going to be like when he's a teenager? And, you know, my point is basically like, just enjoy the moments when they're little like this, instead of focusing so much on what are they going to be like when they're older. And that's exactly like what I'm like trying to teach my, myself and my husband's trying to, get a grasp on too, is let's just not worry about what he's going to be like later. Let's worry about what he's like now and just enjoy it, because we spend so much time wondering what they're going to be like later that we almost feel like we miss out on some of the things that when he's little. So my point is kids are so amazing, and you look at them every day and you just think like, how is this my child? Like, how did this come from me? Like, you never think about this part when you're like trying to conceive, or when you're pregnant even. Like, you don't even think about what it really actually feels like, and it's just amazing. So on that note, good night, y'all. I will see you in my other vlog tomorrow. Bye.